Hello y'all, this is Old World Blues, a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 set in the Fallout universe, but it also adds a lot of, I say, well-made original stuff into the world as well. We're going to play as one of the super mutant nations in Texas, and that would be Shell's army. The super mutants have their own army doctrine, which is pretty neat. Our first few focuses will come with events. Remnants of the Addis army, let's pick our loyalty, giving us stability. Our assignment, what supplies were left to us, let's go with ammunition. That's done, so let's go to the tree and start following Addis's footsteps. After completing that, let's go with a curious purchase just below it. The purchase has gone through and we'll make CALIX our personal steward, who will become a field marshal, and we get a little warning saying this is the hard mode, so this should be fun. If you're wondering where CALIX is from, it is a supercomputer from the game Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. The first request for CALIX is to help us find Addis, and if you look at the messaging sent by it, it's pretty, yeah. Back again in the tree, we're taking Path of Glory, then we'll conquer Carbon. Bad news, in CALIX's benevolence, it has blocked us from attacking Carbon, so we have to attack Los first. We do have to actually attack the nation CALIX wants. CALIX takes a civilian workshop, but on the bright side, they'll improve as a commander. Our unit leader for these conflicts has got Rooted and Gun Nut. In our focus tree, we'll go after purchasing more FEV, then weapon schematics. Our target is guaranteed by Carbon. Los is holding quite well, but we're moving into Carbon. They can't really stop us, and once we take Matron's Mill, that will be one less enemy to fight. They'll be puppeted, and we'll move on to Los. We're going too fast, apparently, according to CALIX, and they want us to slow down, so they're taking some of our division speed. Let's revive the matrons in Carbon. They'll change country leader and move their capital. We're going to switch out our commanders because while Masticator is good, they're not as good as CALIX. It is a hard fight, but slowly through maneuvering, we are winning. We lose some division speed again. It won't be too bad this time because all of our units are on the front line, basically. CALIX took some of our attack. We may actually need that, considering we're in a war. All that's left to do is to take the capital and we win. As we puppeted Carbon before, we'll do the same with Los, then head on down to the Secret Vault ruins. The followers of the Apocalypse were rejected, and CALIX is taking another workshop. Border war time, we're fighting the Texan Arms Association. CALIX is uploaded to the Secret Vault mainframe, changing appearance to look more realistic, and we lose some stability from another event. We are victorious in the border war, and our puppets are doing quite nicely, providing us with Settlement Guard and Lost Disciples. That's new, and CALIX has decided to take some of our resources this time. Shale has a very sad reunion with Addis. Customer inquiry. CALIX wants to know if we want to meet Addis again. We do, and that will cost us some base stability, and things will be a little different in the future. We have completed eradicating Eden, and that will give us a war goal to attack them. Our next concern is the super mutant nations next to us. Time for the three-way war for unity, and that will put us on two fronts when it starts. CALIX has been processing our previous customer request, and it wants us to unite all the super mutants. The super mutant rumble begins with a bang, and we're doing this for Addis. We are being resisted quite fiercely, but overall we are winning. As long as the armor of the Ironmongers is distracted, we can just walk right by it. CALIX takes a arms workshop. That isn't too bad, we'll survive, because we just used the arms workshops from the lands we conquer. What could be all of the Ironmongers' vehicles has been trapped by our units. The unity of Austin fell, so that's one down, one to go. Taking advantage of our freed up soldiers, we'll just send them down to the Ironmongers and smash them. We triumphed, and of course we'll take all states. With our wars finished, we'll work on the army with Ethos and Faith. We have an event in the background, very important. Let's go with I've been waiting for this for a long time. CALIX has gathered the biomass of Addis, and we have to provide it more for it to grow, and we will do so, even though that's obviously going to give us some debuffs. Purchase status update. CALIX wants us to merge with the mass that is Addis, and we'll do so, and CALIX will also integrate herself to be the balance between us both. The merging is done, mixing wires with a huge mass of flesh, creating a monstrosity, and causing us to gain a lot of nice traits and losing some cores. We get a rename, we're Cerberus Army, and a new leader, of course, Cerberus, and that is a very well-made animated portrait. It's very grotesque and it is quite a terror, so the Wasteland better be worried when Cerberus comes for it. Thanks to Addis being reborn, technically we get an achievement called We Are Cerberus That is one incentive if you want to play as Cerberus Army. So it's not that hard to get. All you gotta do as Cerberus Army become Cerberus, and you get that because of the curious purchase we made very early into this playthrough. For faith in the army, let's go with strength in insanity. We are ready to take the road to conquest, but before we do that, let's go with planning against the paladins for the advisor. We do have a national spirit I didn't notice earlier, and that is ever-growing form, so we'll never run out of manpower. Battle Master can be picked as an advisor now, and we'll start the road of conquest. The Brotherhood is fighting someone, and we'll soon be fighting someone else. We'll attack Lone Star first, and hopefully they don't call in their allies too fast. We let them march into our land, and we'll declare war on the Texan Brotherhood too. Some of the Lone Star divisions were trapped, but sadly a couple of ours were as well. Important choice for our industry focuses, let's go with hawkish specialization. There is a hole in the Brotherhood line, and we'll try to exploit that and move to Waco. While this conflict carries on, one has begun between Echecito Mexicano and Rio Grande. Lone Star capitulated, and that would trap a lot of Texan Brotherhood soldiers. More Brotherhood divisions get encircled, and we are winning, but they are fighting several wars at once. We're very close to beating the Texan Economic Union, and we're moving on to Fort Worth after taking Dallas. The grand battle is over. We get the lion's share, but the Desperados do acquire Carthage and Jasper from the peace treaty. We're still fighting Assassin City, but a lot of their troops are stuck in our land. We won, and Cerberus Army takes Paris and Sulphur Town. Overall, quite an interesting game. Cerberus is definitely one of a kind. I'm going to stop the video here. If you enjoyed the mod, make sure to check it out in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Have an awesome day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.